Hey guys, welcome. This is Luthais, and let's get excited about December and especially Miscreated. Now, today I'm just going to cover a vlog, the latest vlog that the developers have done, and I'm going to speak from their perspective, okay? So to get started, they say, the Halloween event has been going on for quite some time now, and we didn't feel like updating the game just to remove stuff, so we decided to leave the event running until the next update drops. Because of the overwhelming positive feedback we have had with the Halloween update, we decided to do something similar for Christmas. There's a lot of new Christmas themed items being added, so here is how the event is going to work, and some items you may find during the event. Okay? So first of all, the Christmas gifts are coming back again this year, but they are going to work differently than the previous years. Instead of getting random items from the gifts, the gifts will spawn exclusively Christmas-themed items similar to what we have done during the Halloween event. Some gifts are going to spawn normally throughout the world, and some will spawn on mutant inventories. Both gift types are going to give different types of items, so you should seek out both types, okay? All of the items from previous year are coming back along with some new additions. Okay, so first of all, the snowmen. Some will argue that a snowman is not a Christmas thing. Those same guys also say Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, but we know who's right. I tend to agree there. Then, always felt like Christmas trees was missing something to put under it. Now you can place some gifts under it for show. Great idea, guys. Great idea. Add the gifts underneath the trees. Similar to the Halloween light strings, but much jollier, these lights are now using the new sticky base part system Hendrik added right before the Halloween update, which means that these can be placed on any surface you want in your base. Walls, fireplace, etc. The new sticky base part system Hendrik added right before the Halloween update. Okay, interesting. Okay, also using the sticky system, the Christmas wreath can be placed on any surface you want. It fits well above the fireplace and looks fantastic. Sticky system has already been added. That's cool, man. Okay, this is what I'm excited about, guys. This is from Matt. Since we removed the ability to stack gates, you guys have been asking for it to be put back. We can't. So I had to come up with something to replace that. I didn't want to just make an oversized gate and wanted to find a more suitable and elegant solution. So I added proper garage doors in the game. The garage door placement is restricted to the garage door frame only, which means it can't be placed anywhere else but on that specific part, like the drawbridge. The garage door is wide enough to fit all vehicle types through its entrance, official vehicles. That's fantastic, guys. Gone are the days, where we try to build those double doors and stuff like that. With the snapping system, it's easier, but I love this, okay? I've always thought about how can we add garage doors. So I'm absolutely crazy about this. It's meant to be used outside. So any indoor use of those parts may cause some weird behavior, such as door going through the second floor of your base. So be aware of that. It should not cause any damaging issues, just the way the system works correctly, and I had no way around it. It's still better than gates in my opinion. You're right about that, Matt. Base parts adjustment. As promised in the last dev blog, I did a pass again on some base parts to fix remaining issues with them, like the fact you could see through the plated platform from the bottom when you should not be able to. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy about that. Nothing too fancy, just thought it was worth mentioning at the very least. Completely agree with you. Roof snapping is still being worked on, and we currently have no progress to share publicly. But rest assured, as soon as we can, we will share it with you. We will be waiting, buddy. Marco, the genius map editor. Recently, we have made a new milestone with a new desert-themed map for Miscreated. The name of the map will be called Canyonlands, which, if you've been around here since the beginning, Canyonlands was the original name for Miscreated, and the world was supposed to be based in the Utah desert in the original concept. Yep. The new map is a throwback to that. Okay, with wonderful screenshots. We are very close to being finished with the new map and have a fully playable version of it, which the testers are picking apart as we speak. Right now we are going through all the vegetation placed on the terrain and making sure that this looks as good as it possibly can be. We are already getting reports from our testers that the performance on this map is greatly improved over Orca Islands. Fantastic. Which is partly due to the smart design decisions and its overall size. Speaking of size, the footprint of their overall playable space is smaller than Orca Island. However, the sense of scale is a lot grander. There's nothing quite like walking through a narrow canyon with these large rock cliffs towering over you. This also means that AI will be denser and the chances of real player interaction increased. Less walking around and more interaction. Gameplay wise, we have already made some adjustments to item spawners and player spawn locations. We will be adjusting this according to our internal testing, but so far the feedback has been very positive. After launch, we will be monitoring player feedback and reacting accordingly. Some key features that many of our players will appreciate are that it is no longer possible to build bases along main roads. Amen. So access to one area to another won't be restricted by base builders. I'm glad about that. With the new ecosystem, it is a lot harder to hide inside the vegetation, so no more bush campers. That, my dudes, that is fucking awesome. I'm so glad we don't have to worry about the bushwookies. There's one military base north of the map where you will need to scavenge the land for full radiation. Okay, there is one military base north of the map which has been radiated by a disaster. You simply will not be able to pop a few rad pills to enter this location, but will need to scavenge the land for full radiation protection before entering the base. This will prevent players from rushing to a hot loot spot and instantly receiving in-game loot. Due to the lack of ocean, there will be no water vehicles featured in this map. We might plan in the future to include more land vehicles to compensate, but at launch, this will not be the case. So, it's at least positive that they say, there's the possibility of it. So that's good. However, we will be including a new vehicle which we have shown publicly in the past, which is of course the Beetle, which we know about. Now, just to clarify, this is a brand new map which will run on separate servers from Orca Island servers. The kiosk system will be on Canyonlands, so you can loot in either map on official or i3D servers and have access to your Steam inventory in both maps through the kiosk system. We believe that Canyonlands will offer a fresh new taste in the Miscreated mechanics. We will be talking more about this as we get closer to launch. We are just as excited as you guys to finally be able to play this new map. We will be launching it very soon. Very, very, very soon. Okay? As long as our schedule goes smoothly. Okay, guys? So that's it. Everything sounds good. Okay? I'm not particularly crazy about the kiosk system, because I know there are going to be players that just rush the new map, and farm am coins and then just, get out their reavers and their guides and everything so that they can focus on hoarding, which, is not extremely positive thing for me, but there are ways to counter that. Okay, so if those guys rush AM coins, make sure you compete for the AM coins. Okay, and if those guys, if you fear someone just going to get the hazmat gear, okay, wait for them at the military base so that when they come there with the hazmat gear, shoot them, and take their hazmat gear. I don't know about the new players. Okay, I don't know how the new players are going to take it, that we have the kiosks to use from the previous map. But hopefully it doesn't cause any negativity. But I understand it's difficult to separate the kiosks on the two maps. Okay, I understand that completely. What I would suggest is making the hazmat gear more expensive. Okay, to take out of your kiosk. Okay, just add a bit to that price, so that it can take all players at least a week or 2 weeks, to try and farm all those AM coins. Or just remove it for at least a month. Remove the capability of taking, very end game gear out of the kiosk, so that the new players feel they're on a level playing field. Just a few ideas there. And then the garage door is extremely great. And yes, the fact that the desert map's almost done is fantastic. So I've always said that I think they're going to release it in December. It just makes financial sense. And if there are any problems, they're probably going to release it in January. But I really don't think so. I would have loved them to put it on the experimental server so that they can get a bigger base of feedback, okay? But, I understand that they're using their testers. That's what the testers are there for. I just thought because this launch is extremely important for the community and for the growth of this game, I was just hoping that they would use a much bigger player base to test the game, and really try and go through the feedback, and understand what's real and what's not, and really take the feedback seriously and, just go through it themselves and see what they can take seriously without, really causing any arguments or any toxicity. But in any case, guys, I'm really excited about the desert map. If this map comes out in December, you can bet your ass I'm there. And I'm going to bring you guys daily videos of my gameplay in the desert map, okay? Uncut, unrestricted, full action, full PvP, full laughter, okay? I'll even throw in a joke at the end of every episode, okay? Just to make sure you guys at least enjoy the video, which I'm sure you guys will. But click that like button, click the subscribe button, guys, because when this desert map comes out, whether you've got Miscreated or not, I will show you how awesome this map is and how much I enjoy a new, fresh experience like that. And I will make sure we have a heck of a lot of fun and that we experience the beauty of this map that has been created by Marco. And that we, just discover everything new. And again, get a joke in there at the end of every single episode. So click that bell button so that you're notified of that and that you don't miss the episode and that I can show you Miscreated is the game for you. See you guys later. And like I always say, guys, just have fun and thanks for spending some time with me. Cheers.